Alright, let's keep the series rolling. Today we're diving into cities ranked 21 through 30 in population across the US, and breaking them down based on what really matters: housing costs, crime rates, average income, and overall tax burden. If you haven't checked out the first two videos, where we cover the top 10 and 11 through 20 largest cities, make sure you head over to my channel and catch up. It'll give you the full picture before we jump into today's rankings. Let's get into it. Baltimore comes in 10th place in our ranking of the 21st through 30th largest cities in our nation. The population is over 560,000 with a home running around $320K. If you'd like to rent a one-bedroom apartment, it will run around $1,400 per month. The property crime, like many cities in this grouping of 10, is bad. They have 3,600 property crimes per 100K. They have a ridiculous 1,900 violent crimes per 100K. Portland, Oregon, comes in 9th place. The population is at 627,040 with a home running around $540K. If you'd like to rent a one-bedroom apartment, it will run around $1,700 per month. The property crime is closing in on Memphis, with 4,200 property crimes per 100K. This city has potential to be so awesome, but it seems common sense isn't so common in the PDX. Their violent crime is a respectable 600 per 100K. Stick with Hillsborough, Beaverton, and Lake Oswego until the city gets it together. Memphis should thank Portland and Baltimore for being worse than them on this list. The 600K population doesn't appear to be where LeBron James wants to be. A home will cost an affordable $240K, with rent for a one-bedroom apartment at $1,100 per month. The property crime is the worst on this list, which is saying something, with 4,500 property crimes per 100K. Unlike Portland, Memphis has an equally awful violent crime rate at 2,400 per 100K. I see why they're singing the blues in Memphis. Boston is coming in at number 7. The population is under 700,000 people with a home costing $780,000, which is the most expensive on this list of 10. Rent for a one-bedroom apartment at $2,800 per month, also the most expensive. The property crime and violent crime are collectively the best, with 1,500 property and 700 violent crimes per 100K. The average income is $85K, which is very good, and their tax burden is 10.5%, which isn't so good. Our nation's capital, Washington, D.C., is in 6th place. The population is 719,916 people with a home costing $650,000, and renting a one-bedroom apartment will set you back around $2,200 per month. The property crime is 3,200, and the violent crime is at 1,000 per 100K. The average income is $95K, and their tax burden is 9.5%. Detroit being at 5 on this list shows you how bad many of the cities on this list are in their numbers. Detroit has 649,000 people with $180,000 for the average home price. Rent is $1,000. Their property crime and violent crime numbers are bad, with 3,800 and 2,000, not so respectively for each. The average income is only $45K, and their tax burden is 9.3%, which means don't plan to make a lot and don't plan to keep a lot in Detroit. Nashville has been a hot destination for the past few decades, but with that growth comes growing pains, and the Music City isn't exempt. Over 700,000 people call Nashville home, and speaking of home, it will set you back at least $430,000 to buy one. Renting a one-bedroom is about $1,700 per month. The crime is bad at 3,400 property and 1,100 violent crimes per 100K. The average income is about $65,000 per year with a tax burden of 7.5%. Even though it comes in at 4 on this list, a lot of people would argue it's the best of these 10 cities we are comparing. At number 3, Louisville, Kentucky. With a population of 631,847, a home will average $280,000 to buy, while renting a one-bedroom is about $1,200 per month. Property crime is at 2,700 per 100K, while the violent rate is 1,300. The average income is only $55,000 per year with a tax burden of 8.3%. Louisville isn't a bad option at number 3. In second place, Las Vegas, Nevada. Almost 700,000 people call this city home. The average cost for a home is $420,000 to buy, while renting a one-bedroom is about $1,500 per month. Property crime is at 2,800 per 100K, while the violent rate is at 900. The average income is $62,000 per year with a tax burden of 8.2%. The best city of the 21st through 30th largest cities in our country is El Paso, Texas. This place flies under the radar, but homes are affordable. Rent is affordable. The property crime rate is less than half of some of the other cities on this list. Violent crime is even 1/5 of places like Detroit and Memphis, making El Paso a safe option. The pay isn't very good, but if you work remotely or bring your own income with you, it is a great option. Congratulations to El Paso. Thanks for watching this video. Please like and subscribe. I'd be honored if you did so.